Welcome back to The Jump. I'm Rachel Nichols, still joined by Marc Spears. And guess who's back, giving us a little more detail on that Nets-Bucks series, our NBA reporter, Malika Andrews. Thank you for stopping by, and your fabulous producer, Andrea Pelkey. We appreciate it. Malika, James Harden played 46 minutes on that right hamstring in Game 5. Did not look like himself out there, but the Nets got the win. After the game, he said about his minutes, it's a lot, but I am built for it. What have you learned about how he is feeling in the day and a half since, and how much do you expect him to play tonight?
Well, Steve Nash said yesterday that he came through the night, even after carrying that workload, Rachel, feeling good. Now, I don't know if good is relative after playing that many minutes, coming off of some hamstring tightness with that much kinesiology tape on, but that's what Steve Nash said. They've also said that he is available to play. Now, look, Nash also added that he doesn't know which version of James Harden is going to show up here, right? Is he going to potentially look more comfortable because he's experienced what his limitations exactly might be, and there's some comfort level around that? Or is that fatigue from those 46 minutes going to impact his legs? That's what Nash couldn't answer to us, but he's going to play. He's going to give it a go. And if he played 46 minutes in Game 1, I'm not going to put a limit on him tonight.
You know, I kind of look at it as some YMCA 46 minutes. I mean, if you look how James Harden played, which was brilliant by the Nets, I mean, he was basically, going from three-point line to three-point line.
Yep.
So it wasn't quite the normal 46-minute one would have, sprinting up and down the floor. In a lot of ways, he was a decoy, didn't really shoot great, but he made great plays, and his presence on the floor was amazing. But it reminds me of that old cat named Steve, who's at the Y, and all he does is...
Is his name always Steve?
It's always Steve.
It's always Steve.
He goes three-point line to three-point line, but his team always wins, man.
Well, here's my question to you, though. Were you surprised the Bucks didn't go at him more?
Yes.
And try to move him around more defensively. That was shocking.
Take him off some screens.
I know it was sort of late developing that he was back in that game after he'd been ruled out the day before, but you knew he was playing. I mean, we knew a couple hours before the game, so I assume the Bucks have the internet.
A lot of diving to the basket, stuff like that.
Yeah, I just was very confused about why they did not try to take advantage of the fact that he was clearly less mobile. I don't know if we're going to see a change tonight, Malika. On the Bucks side of things, they not only had James Harden, who they didn't try to exploit the fact that he wasn't that mobile, they also allowed Kevin Durant to drop 49 on them. So how are they preparing to make things different tonight?
Well, I was speaking with some of the members of the Bucks organization last night, Rachel, and I asked them, are you going to attack James Harden more? And they said, yeah, we're going to try. We don't necessarily want to play him one-on-one all the time. Even this limited capacity, James Harden, they didn't have a lot of chutzpah when I asked them why they wouldn't want to do that. And they told me that, well, perhaps we want to put him in more pick-and-roll situations that we can exploit, those sorts of things on the defensive end. But what sticks out to me from that game is down the stretch when James Harden has Giannis Antetokounmpo one-on-one, James Harden waves off the help defender, takes Giannis one-on-one, and Giannis takes a fadeaway shot, right? So those are the things that they've been buckling down in film, right? Those are the things that they've been buckling down on in film, I've been told, over the last several hours, trying to look at that, trying to make those adjustments. But we also know, right, Rachel and Marc, that Mike Budenholzer isn't a huge fan of adjustments when he doesn't believe they have to make them. And this Bucks team believes that, look, it required Kevin Durant going off for 49 points to beat us. We don't expect that, or Jeff Green to go have 27 points again tonight. That's what they're expecting.
Boy, no, KD, I think when he sees Giannis on the other end, I know he has LeBron on this level, but he sees Giannis as one of the few people that are trying to take his perch. So to me, I know when he sees Giannis, man, he takes his game up to a different level. He wants to shut down this stuff the same way Kobe wanted to keep LeBron down.
Well, here, I want to get to the matchup between them because, first of all, Malika, that's excellent reporting of what Milwaukee is saying. Counting on Kevin Durant not to be good doesn't seem like the best strategy to me, but hey, I do want to get to a quick soundbite from Giannis, who answered a question about not guarding Kevin Durant for much of that 49-point masterpiece. Here's what he said about guarding him going forward. Take a listen.
Sure. I want to take the challenge, and obviously everybody's going to have a chance to guard him, but I would love going to game 6 to be able to guard him, and if coach want me to do that, I'm ready for that.
I would love to go into Game 6 with more of a chance to guard him. Do you think that actually is going to happen, Malika?
Well, the qualifier at the end there, Rachel, is if that is what Mike Budenholzer asks him to do, right? And so we know that he has success, right, on Kevin Durant when he guards him. In this series alone, he's kept him to 5 of 7 from the field. Over the last 8 seasons, for any defender of the 43 defenders that have guarded him for 50 or more shots, Giannis has kept him to the lowest shooting percentage, right? So we know he's successful. But from what I've been told, don't expect Giannis to open up guarding Kevin Durant. They like Drew Holiday, they like PJ Tucker, they like Chris Middleton on him, and have Giannis be the help defender. I know that's not the sexy answer, but that's what I'm expecting to see, at least to open it up.
Yeah, what they like isn't working. Like in 2018, I was at a game at Oracle Arena, and Giannis gave Kevin problems with his length, with his physicality. Yeah. Kevin ended up getting ejected from the game. To me, that's the only time I've ever seen any defender make Kevin work. And I said this yesterday, he's got the length, he's got the athleticism. It's like he's looking at somebody in the same body size in the mirror. That doesn't happen for Durant. Like, at some point, I don't know what the coach's game plan is, but some of these players, I know Chauncey and them used to do this with the Pistons. Like, all right, I know Coach said this, but this is what you're doing. Coach can't run on the court and make you do this or that. And I don't expect Kevin to do none less. I think he's going to destroy them if they continue this game plan.
Well, we'd like to see decision-making from the Bucks on the court to be better all the way around. Some of the shot selection, obviously talking about those Giannis, again,
pride.
Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Go to the hoop. If you have that skill set, do something different, especially early in the shot clock. We will see whether that happens tonight. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.